Are you new to the game, or maybe you're unsure if the new set Triumphant Light is worth your hourglasses? In a previous video I shared some tips on how to manage your resources efficiently, but now that some days have passed since the release, let's put those strategies into practice and see if this set is actually worth pulling for. Let's break down what this set has to offer, starting with some of the most interesting cards. One of the standout aspects of this set is how it interacts with energy. Livion generates extra grass energy, Shaman reduces retreat cost, and Berry lowers attack energy cost, allowing for some sneaky and efficient plays. Other honorable mentions include Abama Snow, Rotom, and Heatran for their unique energy interactions, but they may depend too much on Arceus. When it comes to offensive and defensive power, Arceus and Crobat seems to be the best picks. We also have other interesting options like Tyranitar, Garchomp, Probopass, Staraptor, Glaceon, and Snorlax. On paper they seem strong, but high retreat cost, stage 2 evolutions, or better alternatives makes them less viable in the current meta. So how does this set shake up the damage threshold in the game? Right now, the damage breakpoint sits around 140 hit points for Pokémon like Arceus, Magneton, and Darkrai, and 160 to 170 hit points for harder hitters like Executor or Garchomp. Since these numbers have not changed that much, I expect the previous heavy hitters to remain relevant. After testing the meta for a few days, some of the best synergies and deck options have started to emerge. Dialga with Arceus versus Dialga with Probopass, both are solid, but Probopass falls behind. It is tankier for sure, but it shares the same weakness as Dialga, has a lower damage ceiling and a higher retreat cost, making it less flexible with support cards like Leaf. Leafeon and Celebi, the new grass engine. Leafeon acts as a strong alternative to old Celebi and Serperior combo. Since Leafeon is a stage 1, it is more consistent and frees up space for extra supporters and items. Arceus, Crobat, and Darkrai, they are the new power play. This deck and its variations rely on building energy on Arceus while keeping a tanky frontline. Other important cards in this set might be Iridia. It is probably the only supporter from this set with long-term competitive potential, making it a must-have for water decks. Meanwhile, fun but most inconsistent combos like Snorlax with Barry and Lumberry might pop up here and there. So what is happening in the meta? Right now, Arceus and Dialga seems like the dominant deck, but this could be just a false first impression, due to its popularity and overuse in the competitive scene. It has pushed the previous king, Executor, and Celebi down a little bit, but I don't expect it to be overwhelmingly dominant. The good news is that the format is looking a little bit more diverse than before. Fighting type decks may have a shot, but they struggle against grass types, which could explain why Galate is getting another chance. He does have the psychic weakness, so he can dodge the fighting usual grass type weakness. Is this set worth it? In my opinion, Triumphant Light it is not the best option for new players. First, it revolves too much around Arceus, limiting creative deck building. Second, the best combinations require older cards like Dialga and Darkrai, meaning that you will need to invest in multiple sets at a time. And third, it lacks strong supporter cards, making it less future-proof. So, who should pull for this set? Well, I would only recommend pulling if 1. You're a competitive player who wants the current top deck but understand that this is not game-breaking strong. Second, you need 2 copies of Iridia to strengthen any other water type deck. Or third, you love a certain Pokémon in this set, you don't have self-control and will complain later about wasting resources. And trust me, we have all been there, I am still looking for that Glaceon. What do I recommend? If you are new to the game and just want to open some packs, I recommend sticking with Dialga and Palkia packs. These sets are more flexible and have better support cards, and will help you build a stronger foundation. Use the Wonder Pick feature and the trade for the key cards that you're missing. And lastly, if you can, start saving resources now. I highly recommend having at least 240 hourglasses saved for the next pack. That is the equivalent of 20 packs. We don't know what is exactly going to come up next, but it is always better to be safe than sorry. Where should you stop pulling? For most players, stopping at 2 copies of Arceus and 2 copies of Leafeon is ideal. If you want to go for the Crobat evolution line and some copies of Iridia, I won't blame you, but any other card that you have in the way, that's just a bonus. So, what do you think? Are you pulling for this set or are you going to skip? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns.